When nothing seems to help, I go and look at the stonecutter, hammering away at his rock. Perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet, at the 101st blow, it will split into two. And I know it was not the last blow that did it, but all the work that had gone before it.
Don't deviate, don't procrastinate, don't become frustrated. All you have to do to win this battle is stay on track. There are moments that try the human soul so violently and so perplexing that if the truth were told, all of us have had moments that we wanted to throw up our hands and walk away. The term steps implies process, means that you can't get to the destination just because you want it, just because you saw it, just because you like it, just because you need it. In fact, we are often tormented by vision. It's a painful thing to be a visionary, because a visionary sees what shall be and wakes up to deal with what is.
As we always talk about, pounded the rock. They just kept playing through it no matter what. We made a gazillion mistakes, but it's a game of mistakes, and so does every team. But we just kept playing.
My name is Sean Dolak. I am 22 years old, and I am from Buffalo, New York.
It's Jeffrey Dawson. Yeah, I'm 19. I'm from South Carolina, South Carolina.
My name is Mark Anthony Scott Jr. I am a sophomore at Buffalo, and I am from Port Jeff Station, New York, which is Long Island.
So, my name's Richie, 21, I'm from Rockland, it's a little suburb of Sacramento.
My name is Junior Poiser, I'm 19 years old, from Toronto, Canada.
My name is Liam Hamilton, I am 20 years old, and I'm from Ossining, New York, which is in Westchester County.
Well, my name is Brennan Claskins. I am 20 years old, and I'm from Brighton, more specifically Rochester, New York. Brighton's a small town.
I am Isaiah Wright. I am 21 years old. I am from North Plainfield, New Jersey.
My name is Clevester Hines III. I am 23 years old, coming on 24, coming up soon, about a month, literally about a month away. And I'm from the Bay Area. Some people in San Francisco, Oakland, wherever you want to call it, we call it the Bay.
But I'm pretty much Booby Curry. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Houston. I'm from Houston, Texas.
My name is Matt Pagist. I'm 21 years old, and I'm from Philadelphia, PA.
My name is Mitchell Viviano. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Oxford, Michigan.
My name is Mike DePillo. I'm 20. I'm from Michigan.
My name is Chidi Agbana, but I go by CJ. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm Gabe Wallace. I'm 23, and I grew up in Western Canada, a small town called Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
How long have you been in college?
This is my sixth season.
Favorite college football experience? I'm gonna say, honestly, probably this year when we was about to go play Wisconsin. We had the team meal, and you know how we load the buses and everything. We driving there, driving through Wisconsin, and the closer and closer you got, it just showed that, oh, it's game day, you know what I'm saying? Because when you in Wisconsin, bro, I mean, that whole town shuts down. So we driving there, right? I mean, if we didn't have a police escort, we wouldn't have gotten to that stadium. You could see just blocks and blocks and blocks of house parties, and just Wisconsin banners and stuff from people out there. That you saw parking lots that was just shut down because it was tailgating. Not just one, it was multiple as he was going there. So you pull up and you just see this mountain of the stadium, and you just see a whole bunch of red surrounding it. But what really got me was when we was about to walk out and run out to the stadium, you could hear the music, and the tunnel was just like so, it absorbed the noise so well. It was like it was movie type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I get closer and closer to the end of the tunnel, and I look up, and it's so, you can tell it's sold out, and it's the most people I ever played in front of the whole time, my whole career. And you just hear the sound and everything, and the energy, and you just feel all that stuff, and it's hot, and you nervous, you dumb nervous, because you playing in front of all these people and all the people watching, and you the whole week you hearing about how good this defensive line is and all this stuff, but you can only, like, you feel fear for like 2 seconds, but then after that it's just bliss and excitement.
Probably when we won the Camellia Bowl last year, because there was just that moment of, like, you know, all of your hard work like finally paid off at the end of the year, and we were able to put together and, you know, get a good win for us. Nice bowl.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about football?
Pain reliever. Stress reliever. Either one you can put it.
It tests people's character, I can say. I love how, like, football can test your character, and it weeds out the committed and the non-committed. Football is gonna test you, especially when things don't go your way, but it's gonna reveal, like, you go stay down, keep grinding when things don't go your way, or you just go give up and throw in the towel.
I mean, I love the game. The game's the best, but I try the people you meet like along the way, just like the connections. Because, like, you know, some of football, the conditioning and the lifting, a lot, like, some of it sucks. So it's like you kind of bond through that shared experience. So I think it's probably that. Yeah. You know, the locker room, all that, just kind of BSing with your boys.
What is one thing that surprised you the most about being on the team?
Probably the most common thing people would say is like the time commitment. You know, I didn't necessarily expect, like, I knew obviously a lot of my time was going to be taken up by football, but, you know, every single morning, and then by the time you get in to get out, you know, that's 8 hours just gone. Like, you don't even realize it. 8 hours. And it's just like, you know, you do that, 5 to 6 days a week, depending on what's going on. It's just like, you know, that's definitely probably the biggest, like, thing that hit me.
What position do you play, and why is your position important?
So I play quarterback, and then, you know, like, people always see the quarterback, so, like, you know, people kind of know a little bit about it and all that stuff. Yeah. But I think, like, it's important because, like, you're a leader on the field. I mean, everyone has to lead in, like, some capacity, but that one, like, you're kind of, like, at the forefront of it. And then, so, like, you know, you got to do your thing and try to lead by example and all that.
I play D-line and outside linebacker.
I am a running back.
I'm a defensive tackle, nose tackle mainly. But specifically, I play center and guard. And it's important because, you know, we're the guys up front that open up the holes for the running back and give the offense an opportunity to score and have the skill position players do their thing. And, you know, without us, football is just playing catch. So I play safety here at Buffalo, and I would say, I mean, it's really, as a safety, you're the protector of the defense. You know, you're that last line of defense. You can't let anything get by. You know, you got a receiver running a fade ball, you got to stay on top of that. You got to shut that down. If you got a runner, you know, emerging through that line, and, you know, say that, you know, he gets past the backers, it's just you one on one. So you just got to prevent the offense from scoring, really.
Sure. I started out tackle, but I play center.
So I play receiver currently. I'm a receiver. About to get ready for this upcoming NFL draft, but I'll say receiver is very important because I feel like we're unique. Like, we can impact the game any ways.
So little do y'all know, I started off as a receiver when I first got here, and I got recruited here and got offered here as a receiver. I ended up switching over. Now I play cornerback for the Bulls, and our position's extremely important because we're the ones that we have to eliminate explosive plays. That's our biggest thing. Don't allow anyone to catch the ball deep on you.
So I play offensive line. I have no specific position. I move around a lot. It's important. I arguably say we're the most important position on the field.
Okay.
Because now, hear me out, right? If you have a bad offensive line, you don't have anything else at all. Like, it doesn't matter.
Why is that?
Because first off, offensive line is the only position in all of sports that doesn't record a stat, that's not done individually, and like we play with our backs to the ball most of the time. Like, and if we don't do our job to keep everybody else open and clean, then there's nothing for there is no quarterback to receiver exchange because the quarterback has a 300-pound defensive tackle in his face, trying to break his ribs. Maybe you could say, well, like the Secret Service to the quarterback, something like that.
I'm a quarterback.
For quarterback, I think it's the most important position on the field. Because I feel like, you touch the ball every single play. So, like, every play goes through you. So
Play tight end. I think it's important because you got to do a little bit of everything.
My position is middle linebacker. My position is important because it's just like the quarterback on the offense.
So what made you choose UB?
Coach Mo is the reason why I came to the University of Buffalo. I had a lot of opportunities to go to different schools, but I feel like our head coach, Coach Mo, can literally he can sell anything to anybody, like anybody. It's like no matter what he says and the things that come out of his mouth, it's just like, yeah, I can get down with that. Like, I can do that. Yeah, I can definitely do that. That sounds like a great idea. Like, let's just go ahead. Like, I can sign the papers right now. But he makes me feel confident. That's one thing I really enjoyed about him when I met him, when he came out to see me before I came out here. And I didn't know what Buffalo was going to be like or what UB was going to be like, but I just knew that I had a great leader, somebody that could really lead men and be able to put us in the right position and put us in also the right direction for depending on whatever we want to do and give us the resources necessary. And I still believe that, so that's why I stay.
I talked to Coach Mo after Coach Stans, and I felt like I was talking to like an uncle, and if he seemed like a real genuine, real dude who has a similar mindset and a similar character and morals and values and stuff like that, and just talking with him, I just knew that was somebody I could learn from, and somebody that I feel like I could see myself playing for.
Like, what was your journey to UB?
10th grade,
Okay.
I would say. So I was playing football in my hometown, which we were doing, we played 9-man. So technically I was a tight end for a year because it was 3 linemen and then we would play with 2 tight ends, which were our tackles.
Okay.
So was playing that, did some provincial stuff, and was doing pretty well, but the only interest that I had gathered at all then was University of British Columbia and Simon Fraser, which is D2. It's the only NCAA school in Canada. It's a D2 school.
Okay.
And I was well, I guess that's a choice. But,
Yeah.
I watched highlights of Alabama, and I was like, this looks way better. But there wasn't much opportunity for that from where I was playing. No scouts. I didn't even. The way I got my highlight film out was my mom came and recorded every single play with a camcorder.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have one of the tower things or anyone to record it, because it just wasn't that serious kind of thing. But my break kind of came from rugby, which I played longer than that. I got a chance to go to a provincial combine kind of thing for rugby. And when I was there, a guy from a private school in Ontario noticed me. And he was like, oh, you play rugby, and then, oh, you also play football, so we can offer you a scholarship to go to this place. And It's St. Andrews College, which is a private high school. So then, in the span of 6 months ish, I went from, my small town in Salmon Arm to, getting my school paid for to go to Ontario boarding school. So moving out when I was 16, which was wild, and again didn't do too well with the changes in terms of academics and just making smart decisions. So did really good with the football and rugby part, but my first weekend that I had free there, I went to a big party and got in trouble for being 16 and going to a party. But basically I got there, and then I was lucky enough that the coach there had met the old offense coordinator here, I think at like a coaching clinic or summit or something like that, and I was lucky enough that they were able to slide my highlight film their way, and that's how I got here.
So I kind of felt like the travel experience was just preparing me for next year.
Do you feel like it was worth all the hype that like everybody else said like traveling was?
Yeah, I feel like if you're looking forward to a game, like you about to go play and play your best, like I feel like the hype is real. Because there's like a lot of things scheduled for you to like get locked in and be ready for the game. So I feel like the hype is real.
Gotcha. What's your favorite thing about traveling?
Food. Food that feeds you good on when you travel.
What has football done for you?
It's really done an immeasurable amount of things for me as a person. I really just feel like football, it's such a character building sport. You learn discipline, you learn time management, you learn, effort, grit. It's just done so much for me, character wise, like, helping me to become, the man that I know I can be and that I want to be. Along with all the character and development that you build as a man playing the sport, you also get to enjoy playing the sport itself, so it's done so much for me.
What motivates you to do what you do every day?
My mom. I'm just seeing, even to this day, like, but I just break it down from how I really started. So I was maybe about 7, 8 years old. My mom, she had breast cancer, doing everything by herself, just her by herself, like waking me up early. Like she had like stage 3. That's like, it's just 4 stages of cancer. And the third one she had, it was like kind of bad or whatever. So just every morning she used to wake up getting ready for school and take me to school, pick me up from school. Like, when if you going through it, you getting the chemo, whatever, you're not supposed to be lifting nothing or moving around, you're supposed to be in the bed. So she doing what she doing every day for like a whole year straight. That whole year straight, just doing that every day. You feel me? Like, still to this day, she working hard. Got one job. She work at a plant. They make bearings for the hospital. She working every day. Like, that lady work hard. Like, she get what she want. You know what I mean? Like, she work very, very, very hard. Like, that's what she do. And that just motivates me every day. Like, that lady can keep working hard, and it's like still to the day she still go to doctor's appointment for checkups and stuff. Like, she just a hard worker. Like, I swear, like, that lady work hard for real, man.
What is a ritual that you do to get focused for either practice or a game?
All right. Well, before games, I will listen to my ear-splitting music. my techno EDM.
So, what is the goal after this? After you leave?
After UB, I want to go to the NFL. That's the main goal. Always will be the goal.
NFL, of course.
I want to stay doing something with sports or get into IT.
I want to go to the league. I want to go to the NFL.
I got you.
Yeah, but backup plan from that, I want to work construction.
I want to go into coaching, and eventually, I want to be the head coach of a divisional program one day.
After UB, pretty much being able to live out my dreams and aspirations and playing National Football League, and pretty much whenever I'm done with that, or my next step is get into some type of broadcasting. I want to talk about sports, and I want to hopefully get into podcasts too.
As UB, obviously the goal is NFL, but in the cases that doesn't work out, knock on some wood. In the case that doesn't work out, I want to be training, like a close call.
If the opportunity ever presented itself that I could play at the next level, that would be the number one, first and foremost.
Yeah.
When the time comes that my football, career is done, I've always been fascinated by, real estate. I'm a finance major right now.
Goal is to have a career in the league. Goal is to help as many people as I possibly can. Goal is to provide for my wife and kids, and to provide for my mother and sisters and my cousins and all those people at home.
So get my grad degree, and dude, I don't know. Like, I wanted to be a lawyer for a while, but I don't know.
After UB, we'll see. So I'll take the football aspect out of it, and I'll just say I want to be a doctor or something. Not really a doctor, a pharmacist. Like, I want to be able to cure a disease.
After being retired, after having my family set, just having a nice job where I can talk about the sport that I love. Because going to that job every day doesn't feel like a job, you're just doing what you love. And being able to do that is my key goal.
Professional would be amazing. That's like the number one kind of goal, and it's weird that it's not a reality yet, but it's like an opportunity that if I do well in these next couple of months, it is a very real opportunity.